everyone, it's WHM Brickbros back with another video, and today I'm going to be officially starting my Fenway Park mock update. So I'm going to do a weekly mock update every Sunday, where I just kind of, I'm going to show you what I've done each week of the mock. I will try to throw in some time-lapse here and there, but that's not going to be a big focus. So you may notice I am in a different part of my room. I film over there with all that, and I have that mock that's going to come up this Wednesday, and so look forward to that one. But this is a kind of a makeshift tables that I've set up to work on Fenway. I have a lot of random stuff here. This is the field. I've been working on the field. It's actually not going to be as big as I originally thought. This is actually going to be the base. I've actually put down too much filler brick, so I need to take some up. I have tons of filler brick in the back, some pick-up brick cups with some other green pieces. But so far, this was actually my original field. It was much bigger, and it was just going to be too big, too many pieces. So I've actually scaled it down a lot, and I've made it into this. So this is actually going to be the edge of the field. This is where the foul pole will be, and it'll go on this big base here that I have a bunch of stuff on. So just looking at some of the designs, I have a bunch of photos and images to just kind of walk through what I'm doing. So this is the basic overview of the park. This is just a seating bowl here. And what I'm doing right now is I'm building this field section. The green monster is here, which is a really tall wall in left field, if you didn't know. And the streets go, everywhere on this. So, the cool thing about this park is it's kind of been, crammed into this section or area. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to build the field first, which I've started, and then I'm going to build out. And the nice thing about building the field on the grid is that I can build also the green monster on the grid, which is the grid is just I can build it on the studs. And the field, you may notice, is not at a 90-degree angle with the street here, or the park, and that's a problem. So what I'm going to do is this whole thing here is going to be lifted up and set inside. And it's going to actually be removable. I may not be able to remove it, but it's supposed to be removable. And this piece right here is actually supposed to be this medium nougat color. I just don't have one. I'm going to order those. I have a bunch of pieces just around here with all the pieces I need. A lot of the pieces I need for this field. I do think I will have to order some more of these 8x8s, which I'm using for this field. But I don't think I'll need any more. I have a lot of extra nougat, as you see here, because of that. But also right here, you'll notice I have a plan of the field. I couldn't get a lot of information because a lot of it's copyrighted and they can't tell you what the dimensions of the park are, which are really annoying and not helpful. But you know, it's for copyright purposes or whatever. So that's kind of what I have, and I'm working with that. So yeah, you'll notice I have a lot of filler brick here. And then I have my Mandalorian Starfighter. I was trying to set that aside. And then along here, I just have a bunch of green pieces. I went to the Lego store and picked up a bunch of, just random green pieces that they had, because that's what I'm going to build the park out of. It is actually a little bit more of a sand green, but it's going to be hard. Sand green is not a cheap piece. I only have a little bit of it from a big set that I took apart once. But this is actually sort of a prototype of what these... this will obviously be graded off, but what these will look like. The outer side, there are these arches, and that's kind of where you enter. And I've got this nice, I think it's a dark red in here. This is a little prototype that I've built. And I've just kind of, you'll notice kind of like a brick texture that I really like what I've done here. I'm really happy with it. It looks really good. And it's hard to notice, but you can actually catch it a little bit better on camera here. And I'm really leaning towards that when it comes to this. But then just walking through how I built this is something that I kind of want to do is, if you lift this up, this is actually a separate piece. This is a foul line. I've built it up. It's actually 2 studs width, and there are some studs. There's, basically, I'm supposed to have another one of those 2x, I think, 10s down there. But it sits on these, and that's what support it. And you can't tile it off, because if you do, it gets messed up. this is what's really annoying about it, is it's too high and I can't get it under this. Right here, you will notice it's kind of like comes off and it tapers off, and that is actually supposed to be the same green. I just don't have that green. And again, this is the same thing, but it is the reverse, because on this side, you'll notice it pops up. And so I wanted to show that like that, so it's not getting that same look. So you don't really see that inside area. And then the same thing here. This one's a little harder to remove, but you can pull it out like that. And this one doesn't stay in very well, but it is what it is. So that's kind of what I have for you this week. This is just kind of like an introduction to what I'm going to be doing. I've also plated it off on the bottom. I'll show you that real quickly here. Right there, you'll see I've just put on some filler brick just to hold it together, and then hold these plates in. But that's really where I've gotten to so far. This was more of like just like, where am I right now? I'm going to introduce you to what I'm doing and what's going to happen with this mock. It actually does split down the middle. You may notice there is some technique that I'm hoping I'll be able to remove the field and then split this in half. May not happen, and I'm going to figure out how, because I have to transport this because I'm going to display it, and as my part of this project that I'm doing. And so it is not going to be super easy to transport if I can't split it in half, so that's why I'm doing it. But basically, this is where I am at, and then each week from now on, I'll be getting orders in, I'll be able to advance. And it may only be like every 2 weeks because of the at the start right now, because I'm making slow progress because I need a bunch of pieces and I have to order a lot. But I'm hoping by the end of this next week I'll have the field finished for the most part, and then maybe being able to start on some of the buildings and prototyping this a little bit more. But we'll see. I think this YouTube channel is going to help me stay on track with it. I don't have to get this done till May. I think end of May or so. So it's going to give me a lot of time to do this. But it's still not a lot. I still have to do a ton, as you can see here. I do have some base plates. Lots of random stuff on here. I do need to get this cleaned off. As you can see, my entire room is just a cluttered mess of Legos. And, there's that little thing above. But, basically, that is what I'm going to be doing. And this is going to happen every Sunday. I actually am also going to talk about this in my next mock update, or mini mock update video. But basically, anything that was happening on Sundays previously, any kind of random content, improvements, or I'm probably going to do a display of all my custom minifigures or something like that. That's going to happen on Fridays now. So if you really like those videos, go on for Fridays. And then these are going to happen Sundays. Today's the first day I'm doing that. And then my mini mocks are going to happen Wednesday. So I'm going to do a threefold content of kind of every week I'll do 3 things. And that's going to really kind of boost my which is nice. But other than that, I don't have much more to show you this week. But I will have some more next week. So look forward to these every week. It's going to be something fun. I'm going to be able to work through and update you every week. If you want to see more of this, and if you want to see me build this and then show the finale, please hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you want to see any more content like Star Wars, this is a diversion. I also will actually probably be doing a chairlift or ski lift in the future. Me and my brother are going to work on that together, and we're going to make a high-speed one that's going to slow down and speed up. It's going to be really complicated. We're probably going to make that for a brick fair that's actually going to be for next year. So we're going to have a weird year to work on that, but we're starting to get started with some prototypes. So that should be a lot of fun, and I don't know, maybe that'll happen. I might shuffle my stuff around, so I'm having other stuff, but that'd be 4 videos a week. If we want to do that, that may not last for very long if we speed along with it. That should be a ton of fun to go through. But if you really want to see me go through how I build this and how I get this Fenway Park to come to shape, I do mostly Star Wars content, Lego content. If you are new to the channel and you're just watching this video, so if you really like that kind of stuff, that is what you really would want to be here for. mostly because that's what I do. But I am going to throw in some other stuff just because I've been getting into some more mechanical stuff where my brother has, and we want to show that in the content. And then this is just something, a project that I'm doing, and I'd really like to show on my YouTube channel, so that's going to be in here too. These videos are probably going to be around 10 minutes long, or 10 to 15 minutes, so not some of my longer videos like other things. They're going to be pretty short and not too long. That's just going to be about wrap up this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap that like button. This is WH and Brick Bros signing off. I'll see you all guys next time. Goodbye.